Hi everybody. Okay. The reason why I was so generic in the title is because I'm gonna talk about a lot of different people and I could have titled it Divas or whatever. But I'm gonna talk about R&B and uh R&B and pop a little bit, but you'll see it what I'm talking about. The reason why I say I could have named it Divas is because I feel like I've been waiting to do a video on Whitney Houston, but then in my mind, if you do a video on Whitney Houston, you have to do a video on Mariah Carey. Because I think I've said this before, but of course they have about the same vocal range. Whitney Houston had a higher vocal range than Mariah Carey. She had 7 octaves, and Mariah Carey only had 5. But both of them use their vocal range to create and sing amazing songs. And that's what I remember. I don't like the fact that the press, for a lot of years, tried to make a feud between the two of them because it wasn't a feud. Um, but yeah, they just, of course, I think also, I'm throwing this in there, that I think that we learn and we remember music through osmosis because when I was younger, there was always music in the house, always music in my house. And um, I didn't always remember all the lyrics, but as I grew up, I would hear the songs and somehow know most of the lyrics without even knowing the song, really. Um, and not having heard it to my ear a bunch of times, but somehow I think I heard it and the memory stored it somewhere, so I remembered all the lyrics whenever it came up. Um, and Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey are like that. I heard music of Mariah. Oh well, Whitney Houston's first. Okay, Whitney Houston's music started coming out when I was very little. Um, but I remember it like I sang it every day or something, so it must be somewhere. And Mariah Carey, her music, I remember getting into it because I was still a kid, but I was 8 years old, and I think that when you're 8 and older, you start remembering things for yourself, like your own musical taste, movies, whatever. So I heard the song "The Vision of Love," obviously, and I was like, "Wow!" And of course, I saw the video. That was the age of the music video. Um, so I was just mesmerized by this vocal range and also her beauty, and so I started collecting or getting all of her albums, all of them. I even got the Christmas CD, her Christmas CD in 1994. And I've talked about this before, but my love of just Christmas music started very early. I mean, I remember getting my first Christmas CD around 10 or 11. Then that was 12, and then also my dad and I loved Christmas music so much that a neighbor of ours gave us a Christmas CD for Christmas because it had a mixture of all the classics. So, um, yeah. And then of course for Mariah Carey to finish up that piece of it, I've loved her songs all the way through. And then of course the Emancipation of Mimi, and then yeah, I've loved her all the way throughout. I still think she has amazing vocal range. Okay, moving on to Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie, I remember I did a video on his birthday or around his birthday to say happy birthday to him. So I've talked about him before. But I remember he was with the Commodores first. And I remember listening to that and being amazed. And then I remember when he went solo, and I didn't know this, but I was reminded again that Truly was his first number one, solo number one song. I didn't know it was that one. I thought it was another one. But I remember the video for Hello. Um, I remember the video for um, All Night Long, Dancing on the Ceiling. Um, All Night Long is still uh, my favorite. If you want to dance, put on All Night Long and see who doesn't dance. So yeah, it's just and then for me he's great. They're all great. But if you want R&B, there's your man. Yeah. So, and I think because I my mom, I'm sorry, my voice is kind of in and out. My mom is Hispanic, so there was always Spanish music playing in my house, and the some of the beats are like um, Spanish dance music also. So it kind of I see the fusion there. So um okay, there's a little piece of my music, how I'm musically eclectic. So there you go. Bye everybody.